Город Брей построили зажиточные ирландцы, точнее дублинцы, потому что в графстве Дублин, которое находится поблизости, были запрещены азартные игры. А в графстве Виклоу, на границе с Дублином, такого запрета не было, поэтому решено было вдоль побережья построить казино и поставить сюда всякие однорукие бандиты, чтобы бабушки и дедушки могли играть по 3 пенсика, по 5 пенсиков целый день. Вот следующие горы — это уже графство Дублин, это Хелс, а дальше видна Офт, а здесь уже графство Виклоу и городок под названием Брей. Вот вдоль всего променада были когда-то здесь казино. Несколько еще осталось. А на горе энтузиасты установили крест. Назвали ее Брей. Там в свое время появилась надпись по поводу того, что это Ирландия, что во время Второй мировой войны американские, английские и немецкие самолеты сюда случайно не залетели. А вот здесь Ирландское море. Яхта, рейд Дублинского порта. Это все относится к заливу. Выставка Sea Life. Бассейн.
Ну там вот видишь, какая там сидит.
Большие зверюги тут. Черепаший суп наварить можно. Это ж один тоже? Да, конечно.
Я ее потрогала. Мама, смотри, нельзя трогать, а я ее потрогала.
Все, а ей понравилось, да.
Хочешь посмотреть на нее?
А вон еще черепаха приплыла.
Вы такая смешная, она на крота очень похожа.
Ага. Живет кверх ногами.
Вот, смотри, вон она, рыба-молот. Смотри. Это тоже акула, рыба-молот. Смотри, видишь, какой?
А это самая местная ирландская акула, рыба-молот. Такие только его здесь и водятся. Вот, молотообразно. Кормление осьминога. Серьезное дело.
Alright guys, now first of all just a little bit general information about octopus. Altogether in the world there are approximately in around 300 different species. Okay, they're one of the really cool animals that are found in the warmest parts of the tropics, right into the coldest parts, including the Arctic, for example, and of course in the deepest part of the oceans, right into your little shallow coves and bays. So they're pretty much found in every single part of our oceans. Even around Ireland, there are 2 main species of octopus. They are known as the common European octopus, which is what we have in here, and there is also a lesser octopus, very similar to look at, but it's only when you look at their arms and the suckers can you really tell the difference. So this guy will have 2 rows of suckers along each arm, where the lesser octopus has got 1 row along the middle. And it's really only when you see that can you tell the difference. Now guys, as I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, a lot of stuff that makes them really cool also can make them a pain because they are all about hiding. They have no bones, they have no vertebrae, they're an invertebrate. In fact, they're a mollusk. which does make them more closely related to a snail, slug in your garden than they are to a lot of other sea creatures, which is sort of cool. The family they belong to is known as the cephalopod family, which in itself is quite cool. From Latin, ceph meaning head, pod meaning legs. So it's head and legs, or head and feet together. No body. That's what they are. Okay? They do like cold water. So this guy, as I said, is local. The water's the same temperature as outside. Bit cold for swimming at the moment. This guy isn't even moving. So just use your imagination and imagine sitting out there in a rock in the sea for any length of time. You start to get cold. You start to shiver. Your circulation will start to falter. Fingertips, extremities get cold and numb. This guy has actually got 3 hearts, but also copper-rich blood, which aids the circulation at cold temperatures. They're all about being adapted to where they live. Food-wise, they are an ambush animal. So the ability to hide, not just for protection, but also as a way of ambushing food that comes close. We sort of play a bit on that in terms of feeding. What we do is we put the food inside a container and he has to get it out. So rather than just giving him food, he'll have to actually get it out of something. So Lucy here today is using a couple of Duplo blocks, a little bit of food inside, so a little small bit of fish in there somewhere. Yeah, it's up here. A little small bit of fish in there, probably a little bit of sprat today. And then what we can do is fill this with water. We won't close it completely tightly because it is a learning progress. As we can tell, this guy is still very young. So there is that learning. Once they get used to this, we can close it tighter, make it a bit harder. And as it gets older, more developed, smarter, we'll also move on to even things like a screw top or pull-off top. So it's very important. It is about stimulation, enrichment, giving them something to do. They are a very smart animal. And what really separates them from a lot of other invertebrates in particular. Guys, what is nice around this part of the world, fly ahead Lucy, in this part of the world, they are given a certain level of rights. So being intelligent, they're actually protected from things like pharmaceutical or medical research. In a way, they're given similar rights to vertebrates. Now, sometimes we'll have to bob it to get attention and we'll give it a little shake, so we'll hold it there. Let's see if we can get a little bit of movement. So he's right there below it, he's in the grass. You know he can see it. His colour is very similar to rocks in mine, makes it a bit hard to see. Let's have a look. Each one does have its own personality as well. You do find that, right? See that? There you go. There you go. There you go, your brand. So now he's going to keep an eye on his colour, guys. Keep an eye on his colour. It's a bit hard now because you don't really like, but often when he realises food, they do give it a little flasher white, brighter colour. It's often that they love the excitement, they often do for stress as well. So it's like a bit like a dog sticking his ear up. It's not always aggression, it's a look at this play. Now to get the altitude squeezes are inside, they will know there's food in there. Let's see if we can get it actually over. Let's see if we can get it.
Осьминог, играет в Лего.
Yeah. And it is, it's a learning thing. It takes a more of a bigger food like with the fish. And this guy, you want to make a bit more of an exercise, it gives it a sense. But also the thing.
Короче, сбалуются с едой не только дети людей, но и дети осьминога тоже.
Лего играет. Бэйби играет в Лего.
But it's too big for him.
Он ей все решил оттащить.
Ой, смотри, неужели отделит?
Отделил.
Вау, сильный. Смотри, отделил.
Вот так вот и воспитывают. Достань еду называется. Собери лего, достань еду.
Да, это крылатка. Она ядовитая.
Не, вид такой ядовитый сразу.
Ой, там смотри,
О, смотри, как пробовать. А там мурена. Фуга.
Нет. Longhorn crawfish.
Ну вот еще обитатели ирландских морей. Вот это уже скат. И скумбрия всякая с треской. Вон, видишь, всплывает один даже. Нет, он живой. Вон там, видишь, такой же тоже.
Вон они танцуют, смотрите, танцуют, танцуют. Они такие красивые.
They look